Hello and welcome to Steam Powered Movies. My name is not. Wow.
My name is not Mike. Not Mike here. Definitely someone different. Different guy. Roll for deception check.
Excellent start. Okay, we're going to do that again.
No, keep it in.
No. Take two. Hello and welcome to Steam Powered Movies. My name is Mike. I am one of your hosts, and I'm here with someone that I know very well. You know her as.
Hello and guten Tag. My name is Dana. I'm a steampunk and fantasy author.
Wow.
Coming in strong.
Got a little Swedish at the end there.
I mean, have you heard the accents in this film?
Oh, yeah. They're crazy, just like we're starting this podcast crazy.
It's going well.
Yeah.
This is not the first take.
No, it's not. This is the good take. This is the one we're keeping. So yes, welcome listeners, old and new, to Steam Powered Movies, where Dana and Mike talk about a steampunk film that we just watched.
And we might drink. We might get a bit silly. Strap in, folks.
That may have and has be happening.
Please keep your drinks and hands and arms inside the car at all times.
That sounds like a joke that might be thrown into a Mel Brooks movie.
It does, doesn't it? We're in a real Mel Brooks mood. I wonder why.
Yeah, I wonder why. Maybe it's because the movie we watched is Young Frankenstein. Or should I say Frankenstein?
We're very good at burying the lead.
Yes. Before we get into all of that, a quick announcement this month. And that is that November 6th through 9th, in Madison, Wisconsin, at the Madison Marriott West, Dana will be at TeslaCon 2025. So if you want a chance to come see Dana in person and say hi, do that at TeslaCon November 6th through 9th at the Madison Marriott. That'd be great.
Bring your horned Viking helmets, because it's going to make the organizer of TeslaCon really annoyed. He very specifically said no horns, and like the little chaos goblin inside of me wants to just like do it anyway.
Oh, yeah, you kind of have to now. You should. And bring your suggestions to Dana at the convention, just like we got someone telling us a suggestion at the last event that I actually joined Dana at.
Tell us who that was, Mike.
Yeah, it was a bearded guy with a fishing hat.
That is how he wished to be known. And sir, we salute you, we respect you, and we appreciate you sharing your identification with us. It's a good one.
If you are listening to this, thank you very much. And this episode is thanks to you. So yeah, hit us with suggestions. We'll give you a shout out on the pod by whatever name you wish to give us. Mm-hmm. A nom de plume or your government name, whatever. We don't care.
Zaphod Beeblebrox. Bring it.
Yeah. And this time on suggestion, we watched Young Frankenstein, the 1974 Mel Brooks written and directed vehicle, written and starred by Gene Wilder.
Mm-hmm. And hey, pro tip for y'all, this is a difficult film to find. Either you need to get a physical copy, because we went through this whole route, or possibly check it out, your local library. It's possible that your library has a physical copy, possibly also available on Canopy, which does depend on what properties your library has, or perhaps you need to use more insalubrious methods and sources. So this is why digital sucks. You don't own anything.
None of the streamers have this film. It was shockingly difficult to come by to watch this film. But we managed.
Yep, and you can too.
For you, the listeners, Dana.
Of course.
Who else would I be talking to?
Yes.
I'm curious, do you have any like history or previous ideas of this film?
Oh, I'd seen it before.
Okay.
I think I watched it. It was either in high school or college, and I want to say it was related to a theater class I was in.
That would make sense.
Yeah. Surprise, surprise, listeners. For those who don't know, I'm a theater kid.
Yeah.
Huge shock across the board. I know.
And surprised that theater kids would be into Mel Brooks and Gene Wilder. Yeah, really shocked.
Yeah. There's a very circular shaped Venn diagram of steampunk kids and theater kids.
Yeah. Yep. So what did you think of it the first time around?
So I definitely watched it in a younger era of my life when I was not aware of the many problematic parts of this film, I'm just going to say right off the bat, this film is a crazy dichotomy of like so excellent and funny and brilliant and also awful and sexist and like, wow, we get right up against it. Like just really, really bad. It's a difficult film because, like I said, there are such good parts, and then there are parts that's like, no, so much no.
Yeah, I thought there were one or two parts that were pretty cringe for modern day, but like watching most of it,
I want to edit you there. Not just modern day, flat out.
Right. But it's like, maybe 20 years ago, we didn't flag it as much or weren't as aware of how problematic some of the stuff was.
People were aware. I think the internet has gone a long way to provide education about like, hey, have you considered?
Right.
And growing up in some of the environments that we did, I know you grew up pretty sheltered. I grew up pretty sheltered in kind of some different ways that like no one said like, hey, have you heard about consent?
Yeah, there's especially one moment late in the film.
Yeah.
But through most of it, I was actually a little bit surprised how it was not that bad, I thought.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Like, this film has so much amazing good writing.
For being a 50-year-old film.
Right. Don't say that. Don't say it was 50 years, okay? How dare you bring math into this?
51 years, actually.
Sir.
I'm not saying your age. I'm saying the film's age.
I'm just saying don't do math.
Okay.
Don't do math, people. This is your brain. This is your brain on math.
It's a gateway.
It is.
To science?
I don't know.
Which is a gateway to reanimating the dead.
There you go. You brought it around.
I did.
I love it.
I guess just in the broad strokes, I was a little... I'd never seen this film before. So this was new territory for me.
Okay. Does not surprise me that you'd never seen this film.
Yeah, I hadn't seen a lot of older films. Like anything before like 1980, I almost definitely haven't seen.
With like the exception of Star Wars.
Yeah, and that's barely in the 70s. And even a lot of 80s stuff, I've been catching up on some of it since my like college years. But yeah, like 70s and older, huge blind spots. Haven't seen a ton of stuff. But I actually didn't mind like the production value and stuff on this.
No.
Like it was really well done.
So this is one of like the brilliant things about this film is that like this is one of those films that like it knows what it wants to be. Like it wants to be really campy. Like they're like, yep, we're gonna shoot it entirely in black and white. It's gonna kind of like embrace this original like monster movie with it was Lon Chaney, right? Who did the original?
Sure.
I think it was Lon Chaney.
Yeah.
Get in the comments if I'm incorrect. I apologize. But yeah, like kind of embracing like the original Frankenstein film from like the 30s and also like putting a new modern twist on it. I really like that.
In visual style, it did remind me of like the Disney classics from like the 40s, like the old Errol Flynn movies. Yeah, like the old swashbuckling kind of like castles and swords and things like that.
Yeah.
That era is very much what the visual style reminded me of, which is a bit nostalgic for me because that is some of the few old films that I did see growing up, like the old Robin Hood with Errol Flynn, a classic.
Yeah.
So yeah, that worked for me in a way that not all older films work for me, just because like my visual palette is trained on like 1980 and later, basically.
I have a question for you then.
Sure.
Okay. So I don't know if this is the way that your brain works. Like, and it might also be the time of year, like in this time of year, maybe like my brain is totally glommed onto the fact that we're like in the fall. It's very, very oh no. There's a word. Hang on. Transitory? I actually don't know which word
Okay, now I'm lost it.
It's a very transitional type of year.
Time of year?
Like Oh my gosh.
This is all staying in. We're leaving it in. All the misspeaks.
I've had almost an entire half bottle of wine.
An entire half bottle.
It is very late. Anyway, it's a very transitional type of year. So like right now in
time
this
of year.
I said that. Oh my gosh. But like my brain wants novelty. And I think I've realized that also like when we are watching films, like I really like it when somebody kind of pushes the boat out and does something just totally different. So when you are watching a film, here's my question is like, do you ever get that? Like, does your brain ever go, oh, this is new and different and interesting. Let me just like kind of zone in on this.
Yeah.
And see like, what are we doing?
Yeah, I think I get what you're saying. Yeah, there's definitely times where I want to see something I've not seen before. I want to see different ideas. I want to see a story take a turn that I wasn't expecting, and that really like clues me in to pay attention. The number one way for a film to lose my attention is to telegraph the plot way in advance and then just do that exactly. Can
I ask you another question then?
Sure.
So in the beginning of this film, we have the as you know Bob student who in kind of like the most like douchebag way possible is like, but what about your grandfather? You know, Dr. Frankenstein and all his crazy experiments.
He's like, my name is Frankenstein.
Like, and I feel like they kind of did that where they're like, okay, so exposition, your granddad was like the famous Dr. Frankenstein, tried all these crazy experiments, was sort of infamous. And then, you know, Gene Wilder does Gene Wilder does like an intense rant like nobody else. Like it's almost hysterical. Word, like the way that word means of like just like off the rails, hysterical.
Oh, yeah. It goes 0 to 150 in 2 seconds.
Precisely, yeah. And then he like, you know, kind of goes on this whole rant of like, no, science, and I will never. And of course, you know, like this is exactly what's going to happen. So did that bother you?
No. I don't know. I was clued in like this whole film. It had my attention. And I wonder if that's for a couple reasons. One is like, yes, I know the Frankenstein monster story, right? But I knew this was going to have some sort of twist on it. And in the beginning, him giving that rant did set it up to be like, no, I'm going to do something different. But then it slowly morphed into the original story. And it made me think that speech, I don't know if I should take that speech at face value at the time, or if it was like, he doth protest too much sort of thing.
Okay, yeah.
And maybe that's why he went to 100. Because in the back of his mind, he really did want to follow in the footsteps of his family. And this whole science thing was like a rebellion. I don't know.
It sure didn't take very much for him to be like, I must find the library. Look, my grandfather's book. Let me just read it cover to cover.
Right, exactly. Because he turned immediately. It's like, wait, did he want this the whole time?
Yeah. And I mean, granted, this is not like, you know, an intensely thoughtful and profound film. Like, this is a silly comedy film. And it's really effective in a lot of ways.
But there's something about the start of it that in those first few scenes, including that classroom one, that it is pretty straightforward and not being silly. There's some subtle jokes thrown in. Ending with him like stabbing himself in the leg and then having to keep a straight face. But then, so it kind of grounds itself in being a little bit in this real world. And then they start slipping in little jokes here and there. And then it goes to Transylvania, and then it gets sillier.
I think it's silly from the get-go, but like you said, it's like in a subtle way. Like just some of the phrases that are chosen to be inserted into his writing, like when he's like, we fall over like a bunch of broccoli, because that's always what you think of when you think of something unwieldy. It's a bunch of broccoli.
Right.
Just unwieldy broccoli.
No, there are like a million jokes in this film, from said out loud to camera in your face to like throwaway background things. It's just, there's so many jokes.
Yeah.
So many, they can't call attention to all of them. And I think that's very much like the style of humor they were going for. It's just like, let's just keep the jokes coming. And that's part of what holds your attention, I think, is you're like, I'm paying attention to the background and paying attention to every little piece of dialogue to see like what is a joke. And I can kind of, like, they don't even all have to land as long as there's enough that kind of tickle you and you're like, oh, that's funny.
And honestly, like, I'm going to get a little bit like, back in my day. I really think that modern films can learn a thing or two from this, because I feel like in a lot of modern films, they're like, look, I just made a joke.
Yes.
You should be laughing.
Yeah. And I think, like I was just saying, I think that's part of why not all the jokes have to land, just the ones that work for you, because you're right. They're not calling attention to all of them. They're just there. It's like a buffet. It's like, here's a bunch of jokes. Pick the ones you like. Do you like any of these? You don't? Okay, keep walking. There's got to be more.
I love this idea of like a joke buffet.
Yeah, I think a movie like this is a joke buffet. That's exactly what it is. And something about Gene Wilder and his performance is like, he's good at delivering jokes up front, but he's also good at kind of like no-selling jokes, like slipping them in quietly, or even not joking, and that's funny.
Yeah.
The examples being like, when he stabbed himself in the leg, just not reacting. Like not reacting is funny.
Except for like in his eyes. Like it's basically like his eyes and face. And that's kind of it.
Yeah, it's like playing a funny situation straight. And I wrote this down. Like, I wonder how often, and maybe this is his thing. I haven't seen a ton of Gene Wilder. I've seen like the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory thing, the original. But like, he's kind of off the walls.
He has sort of the same manic energy.
Yeah, but this one he's calmer at times. And the one scene near the end where he and the monster are putting on the Ritz, which I thought was maybe my favorite scene in the film.
Oh wow, okay.
But he's playing the straight man in that, and the monster is the funny part,
right?
And he just like lets that happen. But really well done. I wonder how often he like is playing the straight man in roles.
Honestly, Gene Wilder, he, as much as I like respect him as an actor, I don't know very much about him or his career or like how he goes about the craft. Like, I'm not an actor, like I don't know. But he's, obviously has withstood the test of time for however many decades. Again, I don't want to bring math into this, but like
we could calculate, but okay.
I am really curious as to like, if you got into like the weeds with him about like, how do you go about approaching a role and like, what are you thinking about? Like, I really am curious, like what the answers to those questions would be. Like, because I don't think it's method. Honestly, okay, I'm gonna come here with a hot take.
Okay, it's a hot theory from Dana.
I don't like method actors. I think it's such like pretentious BS. I just get out from your own butt.
I mean, I can't argue against you on that.
So I would be very interested to know, like, okay, Gene, like Mr. Wilder, what is your like the nuts and bolts of it? Let's go.
Too bad we can't ask him.
Yeah.
But yeah, a million jokes in this. Even just like, there's a train apparently from New York to Transylvania. Okay,
I do think you kind of missed yet one of the many, many jokes in there.
Oh yeah.
So basically, like, I think it's making a commentary on like all train journeys are basically the same.
Okay. I can see that too.
Yeah. Guy comes through, like he's saying, okay, if you're getting off in New York, your stop is next, blah, blah, blah. Behind Gene Wilder and on the New York train, like there's the couple arguing about like their son or nephew or something. And then there was a very similar, if not the same, but just
no, it was all
couple.
the same actors.
Yeah, exactly. That's my point. Is like all train journeys are basically the same. Like, I think that was the joke. Is that like on the train to Transylvania, exactly the same as just like on the train to New York.
I think it works either way.
Yeah.
I think either joke works. And then that's the point where I thought it got sillier.
Oh, as soon as I apologize, Igor. As soon as Igor came in.
Yeah, he was another scene stealer for sure.
He's my favorite.
Marty Feldman, brilliant, brilliantly played.
Yeah.
Were there two of them? Were there two Igors?
No, just the one.
Okay, because the hump did change sides.
Yeah, that's the joke.
I know, but I was waiting. I don't know if there was going to be a reveal that there was actually two of them.
No.
Because like the scene where he's up in the lightning and like the hump is on one side, and then when he's instantly down at the bottom, the hump's on the other side.
Okay, so this is actually kind of a thing with Mel Brooks.
Okay.
We've seen Robin Hood Men in Tights together.
Yeah.
But you probably don't remember that like the king's mole just keeps like migrating around his face.
Yes, you're right.
And there's like, wasn't sure. No, never mind. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. It's just silly.
It's such a good gag though.
And what about the werewolf?
Right over there.
Oh, their wolf. Yeah.
Yeah, their wolf. No, like, this is exactly like just so many good, like well-written gags. Like where you can't not pay attention to this film.
Mm-hmm.
Like you have to just really listen. Otherwise you'll miss stuff and everyone around you is laughing and you're like, what happened?
And they even just do things funny.
Yeah.
Like when they went to the cemetery and dug up the body, Igor even digs funny.
Yeah, he's just like, whoa,
like
whoa! Just like a whirlwind of dirt.
Yeah, it's like every scene they're like, what can we do that just is a funnier version of whatever is in the scene?
Yeah.
The existence of a brain depository.
Yeah, why not? You know, just like the bank.
After 5 p.m., leave your brain in the slot.
And also, like, I like this gag because, it's one of those like kind of high intelligence gags, or at least like you have to kind of just like know dumb stuff in the world. So, you know, we have blood banks.
Right.
So it kind of follows that we would have a brain bank.
Sure.
I just love like how like so many things are thought through in the writing of this. And just like, so this movie is basically like, it's kind of meta done right.
Mm-hmm.
Like very, very few films I think can kind of get away with breaking the fourth wall and doing it well.
Mm-hmm.
Like basically it's this and Deadpool. I think that's kind of it.
I mean, there's maybe a couple more on the list, but those are good prime examples.
Yeah. So
it is something that Mel Brooks often did.
Yes. But again, he's good at it. He doesn't like, he kind of gets in and gets out.
And
like,
the Muppets,
he does the joke.
Muppets are good at that.
Oh, you're right. I apologize. The Muppets are.
Apologize to the Muppets, Dana.
I'm sorry, Muppets. Look, I'm so sorry. You know, I have a lot to atone for there. Sorry, Muppets. You deserve better.
Kermit's feelings are hurt now.
I know. I'm sorry.
Miss Piggy's gonna roundhouse kick you in the face.
Oh no, I'll fight Miss Piggy.
You'll lose.
I'll take a piece of her with me. Yeah. Place your bets now, me or Miss Piggy.
I have Miss Piggy as a favorite. Sorry.
Oh, you're gonna bet on Miss Piggy over me?
I will bet on you as the underdog, but I'm gonna have to get extra money if you win.
Are you allowed to do that? Are you allowed to bet on both?
I don't know. Maybe I have inside information. Who knows?
You've got like an extra bookie on the side.
We're not part of the current NBA betting scandal. Don't get at us. But also, this is not sponsored by DraftKings. We're staying out of that mess.
Oh my gosh. It does kind of beg the question of like, we ever had sponsors? Who would sponsor us? Who would sponsor this insanity?
I don't know. Somebody smart with a lot of money.
There we go. That's what we need. Hello. Yes, person with a lot of money. Would you like to give a bunch of it to us?
Yeah.
So we can be silly and promote whatever nonsense thing you have.
Yeah, as long as it's something cool.
Right. But we digress.
Anyway, did you notice that Gene Hackman was in this film?
What?
You're giving me a blank stare.
Okay. So I in my head, Gene Hackman's name keeps coming up and I have to keep going, no, it's Gene Wilder. Who's Gene Hackman in this?
Yeah, so you know who Gene Hackman is, though.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, yeah.
Yeah, another like legendary actor.
I recognized him. I was looking for him because I saw him in the credits and I'd forgotten the character name. But I was like, where is Gene Hackman? And then I was doing some math in my head and I was like, well, he's already like an adult when this is made.
Is he Inspector Kemp?
No, he's not the inspector.
Okay.
I thought it might be the inspector at first, but no. But when he came on screen, like 2 seconds later, I recognized him. He's the blind guy that's in that one scene where he serves the monster soup.
Oh, Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's that guy.
Oh my gosh, what a random. Hey, Gene Hackman, do you want to play this random part in this random movie?
Yeah, Mel Brooks is like, hey, Gene, you want to be in like one scene? You can be on set for half a day. Yeah. Like, just put on this stupid looking crazy wig and this beard.
And whatever you do, just like do it the most.
Yeah, right. Yeah. And I just really liked his ending line. It's like, I was going to make espresso.
I know.
But like just the setup that the monster was trying to be like a gentleman, and then things just kept setting him off.
Do you know, like, this is actually a little bit like truer to the book than most Frankenstein adaptations.
Oh, yeah.
Because in the book, Frankenstein's monster. Like, I know, I did the thing. Shame on me.
We all know what you mean, though. It's okay.
Anyway, Frankenstein's monster, Adam.
The creature.
For those in the know, Adam.
Okay.
Okay. In the book, like, he comes across a blind man and like he kind of stays there for a while and like kind of, provides company to this man who's like doesn't think to be afraid of him because he can't see them or anything. And it's it's a very, very much like a commentary on like just people being judgy and horrible and stuff.
Right.
Because this man doesn't know to be afraid until his son comes in and is like, oh my gosh, horrible monster. Oh no. And then the dad, who's blind and everything, like starts freaking out and stuff.
Right.
So yeah, like, and honestly, like most adaptations, they don't include a lot of this stuff. So I kind of like that, like this movie kept it truer to the book than most other movies based on the book.
Yeah. I like the way that it took like the classic story and did put a little spin on it, but it basically hit all of the main plot points.
Yeah.
Once, he gets in the lab and he reads the book basically.
Right.
Of how to do reanimation. Which was that his only thing holding him back, was not knowing how to do it?
Again, that's a good question because he turned fast.
Immediately.
Like it's almost like when people make that joke of like, oh my gosh, I mean, I would never imagine if I like found a manual for how to do this thing. Can you imagine? It'd be so funny, but I would never.
Right. Maybe the best recurring gag was whenever you said the name Frau Blacher.
Oh,
the horses.
I want people to react to my name the way they do to Frau Blacher. Like, I want there to be lightning. I want horses to freak out every time.
Played by Cloris Leachman.
I know, I saw that. This whole cast is so great.
Yeah, and shout out to Peter Boyle, who played the monster.
Yeah, I saw that too.
I thought he was great.
And like, I kind of felt bad because like the only other thing I knew him from is like the dad from Everybody Loves Raymond.
Oh yeah, I knew I recognized his face in the IMDb credits. I couldn't remember what else I'd seen him in, but yeah, no, he was hilarious in this.
Yeah, he was great.
Just the physical comedy alone, he was great. Especially, like I said, especially in that dancing scene. Just the way he was moving and the little things and how he like screamed the lyrics nearly incomprehensibly.
Very similar to how I sing.
Oh, come on. You're a little better than that.
Oh, just a little. Nice.
I mean a lot better.
Look, I know. When I sing, it's for joy and not for art.
Yeah, there's just so many like little sketches, basically.
Yeah. Like every time, like, what's his name? Inspector Kemp. Like every time he comes in with like his mechanical hand, and he's just like burying like a bunch of darts in there to hold on to them. Right. Like they're using him as a battering ram later.
The battering ram.
Honestly,
great.
Like Igor and Inspector Kemp, I want them to get their own spinoff where they're like investigators.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
okay.
and like investigating crimes.
No, but Igor's a troublemaker.
Yes, that's why I want this series. I don't know why you don't understand.
Maybe Igor's behind all of the crimes.
That would be so funny. It's kind of like Dexter, only like way less bloody and psychotic.
There you go.
Yeah. Oh, this is writing itself. Let's do it.
Yeah, we need our benefactor.
Where's our guy with all the money bags?
Yeah, exactly. To fund this great film / streaming series.
Oh my gosh, I want this so bad.
We could do a limited series to start. Just 6 episodes, 45 minutes each. Come
Noel
on.
Fielding will play Igor.
I mean, of course.
Yeah.
Doesn't even have to audition.
Right.
He's in.
Just Noel Fielding, come over and like we can shoot it. It'll be great. Like we'll make some baked goods. You can judge them for me. It's gonna be a good time. We'll go off and frolic, and then Mike has to like find us.
No. Okay, never mind. Bad idea. We're not gonna happen. It's not gonna do it.
Disallowed from meeting Noel Fielding because we will just like go off and be chaos gremlins.
Yeah. I mean, what else to say? I had basically like only 2 pages of notes on this. And it was just like kind of random scenes. Like I just wrote down child catapult. Like again, like, the monsters being sweet.
Yeah, no, like it's kind of a great little, I guess, flip on the original story as well, of like all of this like kind of destruction and chaos followed the monster when in the book, where he kind of makes everything better. Yeah.
He's just trying to be a sweet big guy.
Yeah. I mean, actually, that is in the book, too. Like, he was just trying to find, like, love and companionship and acceptance.
Mm-hmm.
So, although I do love, like, the weird dispersion of accents in this film. Like, 99% of the people in Transylvania have an English accent for some reason. And there's just, like, a couple of people with very strong, like, Eastern European or Germanic accents.
I heard a lot of German accents.
Yeah.
Very strong German accents.
But there were a bunch of English accents as well.
Yeah, I guess I just blended in a bit. I didn't notice them as much.
I mean, German and English accents, so similar.
I don't know. Maybe I just thought like European black and white film, like English accents are part of the background.
I was actually going to say, like, do you know what I think this is? I think because for so many years, like anybody who's basically not American in a film is English. And I think for you, an English accent has basically become a blank slate.
Maybe so. Yeah. Well, I guess in this context, because there were the outrageous German accents, and then Gene Wilder just being American, that the English accents were just like, those are background.
Right.
They're just there.
Yeah, it's sort of whatever it needs to be.
So this is a steampunk movie?
Okay, so I did write down a couple of things that I think make it count as steampunk. Goggles.
Okay.
Numero uno.
I wrote that down as well.
So we've got goggles. We've got secret passages, which means gadgetry.
Yeah, I mean, you got to have a secret passage behind a bookshelf in a castle.
Obviously.
Very cool. Good. Can we have one?
Why don't we have one yet?
Excellent question. Working on it.
Yeah, Mike. I mean, come on.
Again,
I thought you were in charge of this project. We are years behind schedule.
Moneybags, benefactor.
So on and so forth.
Yes. We're still waiting for that.
Yeah. Again, we have the mechanical hand.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I will say, like, prosthesis of various forms are very much a thing in steampunk, often because of, like, industrial accidents.
Right.
So that's very in keeping with the theme.
Mm-hmm. Is the time frame around the right?
Oh, no, it was, like, full 1970s. Like, it was modern day for, like, when the movie was made.
Gotcha. I guess it was throwbacky.
Yeah, it was very throwbacky. Like, we had a lot of traditional outfits and stuff, at least sometimes. Like, sometimes Inga was like dressed in like traditional folk outfits, and then sometimes she's like all like glitzy, like modern day. So that was a little bit all over the place.
True. Yeah, at the end she put on like a modern like shiny dress. Yeah.
So yeah, and I mean all of the crazy laboratory stuff with electricity and stuff that's like randomly buzzing and transistors and stuff.
Yeah, and they still used like a hand cart to move the body.
Yeah.
Like Transylvania itself, I guess it was kind of stuck in the 1800s.
I did have that thought too, of like everyone still dresses like it's 100 years ago.
Right. I think that's where I was thinking in my mind, that like that part of the movie was set in the past, but just because it didn't stop. Like it stopped, like time stopped there.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
But also like I love that, like I know it probably doesn't really count as steampunk, but a little bit Weekend at Bernie's with just like the dead body hand and like that whole
need
skit.
a hand?
Yeah. Like,
oh, sorry, I have one.
I don't know what it is. Like, body snatchers and resurrectionists feels a little bit of the era. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to throw that in there as well.
Like Poe vibes?
Yeah, exactly. Poe vibes.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm going to throw that in there too as like, it's kind of steampunk. We're stealing bodies.
Yeah, I think it kind of goes.
Mm-hmm.
Do we want to address any of the problematic elements?
Oh boy. I mean, it's basically what we said.
Mm-hmm.
Like we get right up against it with like it's basically like a rape scene.
Yeah.
And just like incredibly sexist all across the board.
Yeah. Although they did like a little bit of a reversal with Gene Wilder and his fiance, where like he's the devoted one until he isn't, I guess.
Oh no, he completely treats women like they're disposable. Like he can just swap them out.
Yeah, kind of.
I'm not going to make excuses for him.
Okay. Well, at least it feels like they were trying to have it so that he was like the more devoted one in their relationship, and his fiance was the one like taking him for granted and like ready to trade him in for a newer model at any moment. Like they set up like the train saying goodbye scene, which is hilarious. Like oh, the hair, oh, the nails, like
basically like don't touch me, I have a force field around me.
Right. Which they made jokes about it, but it's sort of setting up a character thing it shows that she doesn't really care about him, but he cares about her. But then later on, he does sleep with his assistant, and
I don't think he cares about her. I think it's very much that like I'm attracted to you. I'm going to get married to you because that's what people do, kind of thing. So I'm not going to like give that situation any grace. It's just bad.
I'm giving it like a quarter of credit.
I'm not. And Mel Brooks, his films have a tendency to do this. His films do tend to be very sexist.
There's a bit, yeah. And he also likes to do a lot of sex jokes.
Mm-hmm.
So it's sometimes hard to parse that out. I don't know, like what's just a sex joke and what is something that's sexist.
And I think you kind of hit the nail on the head here is like, it's kind of like Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Like Brooklyn Nine-Nine is a great example of like, you can have sex jokes, but also like, even though like Jake is a little bit of a man-child, like he still respects women and understands all of the systemic issues in our society with sexism and stuff. So like it works because he's also giving credence and respect to his fellow officers who are women, and it just works so much better. Like that's such a big difference.
Yeah.
Whereas here, like it's just more of the same. You don't get any balance.
Again, I think this film was better than a lot of films in that way. But it definitely crossed some lines and could have been better.
Hollywood just has a tendency of being like this. There are so many more like badly written movies that are really sexist, as opposed to those who are like those that are well written and not sexist and like aware of the issues. So it's very much like a Hollywood issue. It's very much just like a societal issue.
Yeah. Like, okay, like let me ask you if like this one joke, I'm gonna ask you if this joke like landed for you or if you just rolled your eyes.
Go on.
When they first get to the castle and Igor knocks on the door with the large knocker.
Yes.
And Gene Wilder comments, "Oh, what knockers?" And the assistant lady is like, "Why, thank you." But it's played as if he didn't know what he was saying, even though the film is aware of the joke it's making. What about that?
So again, I think that joke works if you've previously established that like this is like a guy who's on the up and up, like he does respect women, he doesn't just see them as objects. And we'd already established that like he's not an ally. Like this dude is not somebody who's like looking out for women and sees them as equals.
Interesting. Because I thought to the setup to that point of the film kind of did do that like the scene with the fiance, that he was respecting her and respecting her boundaries and that kind of thing. So I don't know. I don't know if I fully see what you saw there, but maybe it just landed differently.
You've lived a different experience than I have.
This is true.
So there's that.
We're learning, and that's why I'm asking you questions.
Yeah.
But I think they were at least trying to portray him as on the up and up, at least at that point in the film, to make that joke work.
I think in the context of 1970s straight white men, they were trying to do that, which isn't saying a lot.
Okay.
So I do want to talk about the crowd in the theater because they kind of, again, like with all the good gags, they kind of do this thing that crowds the world over in all kinds of movies and stuff do. Everyone just sort of produces fruit and vegetables to throw. Like, where are they keeping them? Do they like all bring in their baskets of produce and just put it under the seats?
You know what's funny is like I was so into the reality of that scene that like I noticed that and I did have that thought. I was like, where did they get the lettuce? And it didn't even clock that it was a joke.
Like, honestly, I'm a little surprised that Mel Brooks didn't do a thing where like they're kind of like checking bags at although like bag checks like weren't really a thing in the 1970s. If this was done today, there would probably be a joke where they're like, you know, doing a bag check to make sure no one's bringing in weapons, but they're like, oh, produce, that's totally fine.
Yeah, but like I don't feel like there were very many jokes in this that were that in your face. It was just, here's the joke.
Yeah.
It was just joke buffet, you know, have your pick. We're going to be telling this story of Frankenstein with a bunch of jokes.
And I mean, again, that's just because that part of the writing is so good. So, yeah.
Any other final thoughts?
I mean, as problematic as this film is, I do think it is a classic, and I do think people should like watch it and enjoy the parts that they can enjoy, just knowing like, oh, what we're up against.
Yeah, it's mostly towards the end, I think.
A lot of it is towards the end.
And of course it ends on a dick joke.
Of course it ends on a dick joke. That's 0% surprising.
Yeah.
I mean, Spaceballs, which is also an excellent film, tons of dick jokes.
Yes.
Use the Schwartz. Your Schwartz is bigger than mine. Yeah, no, of course there's going to be a dick joke.
Which is it's not a steampunk film, so we probably won't cover it on this podcast.
I know. I mean, maybe is like one of our like little alternative ones when we talk about like other punk genres.
Let me see.
Maybe we can like figure out a way, like a category that Spaceballs fits into.
Or we'll just do a run of Mel Brooks films for fun. Who knows?
I don't want to do that many other Mel Brooks films. Knowing what's in a bunch of them. Like
Fair
Spaceballs
enough.
is the one I'm okay doing.
Okay. Well, no promises.
But make an argument. Get in the comments. Tell us why Spaceballs should be covered on this podcast.
Yeah. Let us know. So I think it's about that time.
I think it's about that time, eh?
Yeah, well...
Hey, chaps. Right now.
It's about that time where we give this film some ratings.
You know.
Not based on any critical criteria, because we are not professional critics. No one is paying us. There's no Mr. Moneybags yet.
Yes.
So
we're waiting on you, guy.
we just give our amateur opinions on how much we liked it. But first, we get a professional steampunk opinion from Dana on how steampunk is this film on a scale from 1 to 5 steam engines. Dana, how steampunk is Young Frankenstein?
I'm going to give Young Frankenstein 4 out of 5 stars for steampunkiness.
Okay.
Like, I think the only thing that really detracts from it is that it is set in the modern day.
Sure.
So just shaving off a little single star for that. But otherwise, like, it hits a lot of the notes.
Yeah. I would maybe argue for taking a half star off from 4.
Yeah.
But, just...
On what grounds, sir?
Giving Mary Shelley some shine gets the half star back.
Actually, did you notice? You probably didn't, because you're not a nerd like me. You're a different kind of nerd. The credits actually credited her as Mary Shelley Wollstonecraft.
I did.
And good. I'm so proud of you.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, that actually made me really happy, because her mom was a feminist and also an incredible writer. And I feel like the Wollstonecraft part of her legacy gets forgotten about a lot. So that made me really happy.
Yeah. So yeah, 4 to 5 steam engines feels good. And then just how much did you enjoy this watch through of Young Frankenstein on a scale of 1 to 5 gears, Dana?
Well, as I mentioned previously, this movie's kind of a half and half for me. Like half really great, really clever writing, really funny, and then half like really bad and really sexist and like, no, and I don't enjoy this at all. I'm not having a good time. So I'm going to give this 2.5 stars.
Wow.
I really I know that sounds crazy, because I am telling people I do think they should watch it, because it is a classic and there are such good parts. But there are also such bad parts.
Real mixed bag.
Yeah, very
so
mixed
it's like
bag.
you're averaging out your rating.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah, so a 5 for a lot of it and a 0 for some of it.
Precisely. Yeah.
Okay, that seems fair.
Mm-hmm.
As far as how much I enjoyed watching this film, I think on the scale of like all the films we've watched for this podcast so far, I think it's like a 4 out of 5 for me.
Okay.
Yeah. Again, it was new for me, so novelty helps.
Yes, of course.
And I liked the twist on the story based on the original. I liked the joke buffet. And I knew what the era it was from. I knew it was Mel Brooks. And there was going to be a lot of sex jokes and stuff in there, and I chose to pick and choose which ones I enjoyed and didn't enjoy. So yeah, I had a lot of fun. It kept my attention. It was well paced. It was almost 2 hours long, but didn't feel like it really. Yeah,
that is true. Because like I knew that it was going to feel short. I actually said to you like, oh, we need to have popcorn early, and you're like, it's an hour and 45 minutes. It's a pretty long movie.
Yeah, but yeah, it didn't feel super long.
Yeah, it moved well.
I enjoyed it. So yeah, for me, 4 out of 5 top hats.
Nice.
And that's it. We talked about it. We watched it. And you people listening, listen to us talk about it. Yeah. And we thank you for doing that.
Best of luck finding it. Again, if you got to go to some insalubrious parts of the internet, we won't judge you.
And if you have to Google that word that you just said that I can't repeat, do that first and, and then Google how to find this movie.
And hey, thanks to you, Guy, who recommended this movie to us.
Yeah, bearded guy with a fishing hat at the Southern Festival of Books in Nashville, Tennessee. Thanks for the suggestion. If you have a suggestion, you can reach us on our socials. We are at Steam Powered Movies on Bluesky, at Steam Powered Pod on some others.
Instagram
and
as various social media platforms begin to die.
Yeah, and we barely log into them. I need to be better about. But anyway, you can go to steampoweredmovies.com for a full list of episodes and more information. Check out wordsbydana.com for more information about Dana and upcoming events and things, and to buy her books.
TeslaCon is my last event of the year.
Yeah, like we said earlier, check it out if you're near Madison, Wisconsin. And just thanks for listening. Send us your suggestions if you got them. We will be back next month for another new episode. Until then, okay, bye.
Bye, all.